I sense something sinister, like a review coming. Hello and welcome to a Smurp video, and today we're looking at Uncanny X-Men issue 18. We got a nice picture of Emma on the front and Mystique. So here is the team. Here it is, part 2. Here are the talented team that put it together, obviously. So pretty much it starts off with Logan saying, you know, everybody's out to make history seem like they were doing the best thing that they could in the world, but he sees how things are going downhill and it's starting to turn to crap, basically. So he says, Magic, you should get out of here, really, because that's what I'm doing. So the X-Men strikes the next on their list. I do like this. This is very cool. It's quite a big squad still. And they are there to take the Marauders, who were believed to have killed a lot of the Morlocks in tunnels. However, they're saying it's not true, and it's boom, it's straight to attack. I like this scene. Very, very nice, very, very cool. It's very classic. And Juggernaut forgets that he's a good guy and almost smashes up a train. Leading up to House of X and Power of X. These are the major stories. I'm not sure about this one, but the others certainly. I would have put Messiah Complex there. But hey ho, it's not my decision to make these comics. I just read them. So anyway, the battle's going to be crazy, and the Marauders decide to surrender. Because they believe, hey, we didn't do this, and we're all being played here. So they start surrendering, and Jono loses his mind and starts murdering them all. You know. He was such a nice kid. No, he wasn't. He was not a nice kid. He was a troubled Englishman in New York. So I could resist. Anyway, he gets harpooned by the dying Harpoon. And Hope comes in and finishes off Harpoon. So that's quite cool. Interesting. Quite creepy. So I'm sensing a theme here. You know, it started off with a strong team of X-Men, and it is slowly falling apart. And pretty much, you know, it's classic Jono. I'm not going to say it out loud, but you get the hint of what he's saying to Scott anyway. So they head back home, and boom, they arrive in this mess. And Scott's like, why have you taken us to Limbo? And she's like, I haven't. This is home. So it's pretty much move, get Beast, Warlocks. I like that. That's pretty cool. Madrox, get it? Warlocks. And Kawan from the basement. Kawan is missing. Oh, and in the middle of it, Jono dies. Nice. So, Warlocks and Dark Beast are saved. And Sinister arrives on the scene. And he's saying that, Scott, this is beneath you. And, you know, you've gone to a whole new level. Anyway, we see some firemen heading to help. And Karma thinks she's the big G there. And Sinister pretty much slaps her back and tells her, you know what, you're nothing. So, do you remember Uncanny X-Men when Mr. Sinister had his own world and they were all Englishmen? It was really, really cool. I really, really did dig that. And it's kind of like that again. And Madrox is like, hey, that's literally my power set. But Sinister makes it look cooler. And he does make it look cooler. First of all, he whacks Kane out of nowhere. And he starts making himself big. It's like he's gone Megazord power or something crazy like that. But he hasn't. So, Alex cuts loose. Really cuts loose. In fact, he cuts so loose that he makes this Sinister go pop. But he makes himself kind of incorporeal. I'm saying that probably wrong. He's basically like Kitty Pryde when she goes intangible. And I cannot say my words correct whatsoever. So they get back in. Axe's kind of making jokes, even though he's like half kind of empty. And Scott's like, this was a bit too easy. And I kind of get his point, it was a bit too easy. It's like he's planning something behind the scenes. I'm trying to figure out. Oh yeah, so Sean takes him somewhere really nice. She's been trying to give the X-Men something back because she's leaving. After Jono dies, she decides, I've got no real friends here apart from you, Danny. My friends are either dead or they don't like me. So she's talking about Ileana there. So Karma's one of those characters that in the beginning of New Mutants, I liked her, and then she disappeared and she came back. And it was kind of always like that, you know. And then she was in Wolverine, trying to get her brother and sister back. It was all a bit weird, but anyway, that's not a big deal for me. But I liked her, but they always do this to her. I never feel like they give her the opportunity to grow. That makes sense. And she's only got one leg. She's got a bionic leg. It's damn awesome. Anyway, Havoc and Scott are having some brotherly moments, which is nice, and it's about Emma Frost. And who is she? She's clearly, Juggernaut's told you about her, she's clearly somebody important to her. And we get to the big end of the story where they're basically saying that we've manipulated these people and they've dealt with our Marauder problem. And we got a Mystique and wearing a nice white top, and White Queen's doing the White Queenie thing, and Scott Summers giving them a call. So what an ending. So I felt this for a couple of issues. This series, it's clearly got direction, and I'm loving it. And I'm still quite annoyed that we're starting again after Power of X and House of X and whatever, you know, because this series was going somewhere. And I feel like I'm not sure if we're going to get the ending that we want in the next 4 issues perhaps? Might be a couple more. I can't remember when this ends, but it's ending soon. So, but I've been feeling for a while that they are tearing this team apart. Maybe he's doing it intentionally to show how dangerous it is now. But I'm not sure it's the right way to go. You know, they've not built on these characters. You know, they like bring characters in, then they kill. They've killed 2 characters in the space off. Okay, they're not exactly at the forefront of the X-Men, but Wolfsbane was always an important character to me. And Jono, I love Generation X. He wasn't my favorite character, but, you know, it's like, kill off a couple characters, make a big scene, make a big noise. Wolverine's gone off walking again. It's like, I'm not sure if he's lost his direction at this point. So looking forward to reading issue 19 and 20, hopefully not leaving such a big gap between issues. I'll try and get through them in the next sort of couple of weeks, if anyone's interested in watching those. So like, comment, subscribe. Follow me on Facebook. My page is SmurP. Follow me on Twitter @SmurP. No idea what I'm doing, but I'm there. And embrace the geekiness. Take care. Goodbye.